Here's the truth nobody tells beginners. Saving money will keep you safe, but it will never make you rich. Investing does that. And you can start with your very first $1,000, even if you know absolutely nothing about the stock market. So why does that $1,000 just sit in your account? Because saving and investing feel like the same thing. They're not. Saving protects money. Investing grows it. Today, I'll show you exactly how to cross from one to the other. And I mean exactly. Even if you've never bought a single stock, don't know what an index fund is, and feel like this whole world was built for someone smarter or richer than you. It wasn't. The steps are simple. Let's walk them. First, understand what you're up against. $1,000 sitting in a normal savings account slowly loses value every year to inflation. It feels safe, but it's quietly shrinking. Left alone, saving by itself is how careful people stay broke for decades. So here's the whole path, start to finish. Lock in a small safety net. Split your money into two simple buckets. Put the growth half into boring, beginner-proof funds. Then let time do the heavy lifting. 5 steps. That's the entire plan. Step 1, and please don't skip this. Before you invest a single dollar, you need a small cushion. Because if an emergency hits and your money is locked in the market, you'll be forced to sell at the worst possible time and lock a loss. So, the rule is simple. Safety net first, investing second. You're not trying to fund 6 months of expenses before you start. That comes later. Right now, you just need enough to survive a surprise without reaching for a credit card. For most beginners, that starter cushion is about 1 month of essential bills. Not glamorous, but powerful. It's the wall between a flat tire and a spiral of debt. Fund that first, and every step after it gets calmer and easier. Keep that cushion in a high-yield savings account separate from your everyday checking, ideally at a different bank. It earns real interest, it stays liquid, and the little bit of friction stops you from spending it on things that only felt urgent. Now the part that makes investing finally click. Take your money and split it into 2 buckets. Call them safety and growth. Every dollar you have belongs in one of them, and knowing which is which removes almost all of the fear. The safety bucket is money you cannot afford to lose. Rent, food, that emergency cushion. It never touches the market. It sits in savings, boring and reliable, ready the moment real life throws something at you. Protect it, and never invest it. The growth bucket is different. This is money you won't need for years, money whose only job is to grow. It goes into investments and stays there through every dip. You don't panic when it drops, because you simply don't need it yet. So with your first 1,000, it might look like this. A few hundred stays in safety, topping up your cushion. The rest goes into growth. As your income rises, you keep feeding both, but growth is where the real wealth quietly builds. Now what do you actually buy? Not individual stocks. Picking winners is a losing game for beginners. You buy an index fund, one simple fund that holds hundreds of companies at once, so your money is spread across the whole market automatically. The classic starter is an S&P 500 or a total market index fund. In plain English, you're buying a tiny slice of the biggest companies in America all at once. When the economy grows over time, so does your slice. Want it even simpler? A target date fund does everything for you. You pick the year you'll retire, and the fund automatically balances your investments and gets safer as you age. Set it once, and you can genuinely forget about it. You open these inside a brokerage account, and it takes about 10 minutes online. If you can, use a Roth IRA, a beginner-friendly account where your investments grow and can be withdrawn later completely tax-free. That's money the government lets you keep. Then automate it. Set a small transfer that buys your fund every single payday on autopilot. And keep it boring. No checking it hourly, no chasing hot tips. Boring, consistent, and automatic is exactly what quietly beats almost everyone else. Here's why boring works. Compound interest. Your money earns returns. Then those returns earn returns of their own. It starts painfully slow, almost insultingly slow, and then it doesn't. The growth curve bends upward, and suddenly the numbers stop feeling small. Time is the real multiplier, not the amount. A modest sum invested early and left alone will crush a larger sum invested late. That's the whole secret. The best day to start was years ago. The second best day is today. So watch what your first 1,000 becomes. Add a little every month, stay invested through the ups and downs, and let the years compound. That single boring habit is how ordinary paychecks quietly turn into real, life-changing wealth over time. And that's the difference nobody explains. Saving gives you security, a cushion, a safety net, peace of mind. Investing gives you freedom, options, time, a future that isn't chained to your next paycheck. You need both, and now you know how. One honest note: this is education, not financial advice. I'm not your advisor, and nothing here is a recommendation to buy anything specific. Do your own research, invest only what you can leave alone, and make the call that fits your life. But don't let this be another video you watched and forgot. Open the account. Move your first small amount into growth this week. That single step changes everything. If this made investing finally make sense, subscribe to Moff Money, one quiet money move at a time.